A Memphis family desperately searching for answers tonight after 28-year-old David DJ Marsh Jr. disappeared more than a week ago. Marsh was last heard from after leaving a construction job in North Mississippi. His car discovered abandoned in Lonoke County. Hello everybody, I'm Bob Clausen.
And I'm Laura Monteverdi.
He left work on a Friday evening with one plan: drive to see his dad. That was it. Nothing complicated. Nothing suspicious. Just a 28-year-old man wrapping up a long week on a construction site in Olive Branch, Mississippi, looking forward to weekend. His name is David Marsh Jr., but everybody who knows him calls him DJ. And right now, nobody knows where DJ is. It has been 12 days since anyone has seen or heard from him. 12 days since his girlfriend Destiny said, "I love you," and see you Monday over the phone. 12 days since his mother Marla last knew her son was okay. And in those 12 days, not a single phone call, not a single text, not a single sign that DJ is alive and well somewhere. Just silence. And a car abandoned in the middle of nowhere in Arkansas with a flat tire, his phone still sitting inside, and footprints leading into a cornfield that nobody can explain. Before we get into everything, if you are new to this channel, welcome to Shadow Crime. Hit that like button right now, subscribe, and make sure you click that bell icon so you never miss an episode. We cover real cases, real people, and real families who deserve answers. This is one of those cases. So stay with me. Now let's talk about who DJ actually is, because he is more than just a missing persons report. DJ Marsh Jr. grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, and that is where he still called home at 28 years old. He was out here working, doing construction, putting in the kind of hours that don't leave a lot of room for anything else. He stood 5 feet 10 inches tall, slim build at around 150 pounds, brown eyes, natural hair, and tattoos. His girlfriend Destiny described him as outgoing, full life, the kind of person who lights up a room. She had been with him for 3 years. His mother Marla talks about him the way every mother talks about a son she would do anything for. By all accounts, DJ was not someone living on the edge. He was not involved in anything that his family could point to and say, "Okay, this makes sense. This disappearance makes no sense," to the people who loved him most. He had been working a construction job in Olive Branch, Mississippi, which is just across the state line from Memphis. So this was not some far-off location. This was close to home. He knew the area. He knew the route. And on the evening of May 29th, 2026, after wrapping up his shift, DJ and some of his co-workers stopped at a gas station together for pizza. That right there's a last confirmed moment where anyone who knew DJ saw him face to face. His co-workers left him at that gas station, and DJ stayed behind for one simple reason. He needed to charge his phone inside the store because the cigarette lighter in his white 4-door Saturn was not working. That detail matters more than it might seem. Hold on to it.
A Memphis family desperately searching for answers tonight after 28-year-old David DJ Marsh Jr. disappeared more than a week ago. Marsh was last heard from after leaving a construction job in North Mississippi. His car discovered abandoned in Lonoke County. Hello everybody, I'm Bob Clausen.
And I'm Laura Monteverdi. A new sheriff's report details footprints leading from the vehicle into a cornfield and indicates the car was found the distance of 3 football fields off the nearest road. Madison Gaffner joins us in studio after speaking with his mother. Madison, his family says his disappearance is completely out of character.
That's right, Laura. Bob, 10 days after David Marsh disappeared, his family still has no idea where he is. Now they're hoping someone along his route may hold the key to finding him.
I trust God. I'm waiting to see what's going on, but I miss my son. I want my son to come home.
David DJ Marsh Jr. was last seen Friday, May 29th after finishing a construction job in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Co-workers told his mother the crew stopped at a gas station for pizza before heading home. They left Marsh there around 7 o'clock as he stayed behind to get gas and charge his phone. After that, his family says his movements become a mystery.
When he left before David, so he doesn't know which direction he went in.
Marsh's mother believes he may have been headed to visit his father in Freemanspur, Illinois. Instead, his white Saturn was found days later along a Lonoke County road with a flat tire.
I'm hoping or I'm thinking, my mom mind, he took the wrong exit. He went 40 west instead of 55 north.
After learning the car had been towed, family members traveled to Arkansas looking for answers. David's personal phone was found inside the vehicle, but David wasn't there. The last call with his girlfriend.
So it was at 8:43 that the call was made, and they talked for about 19-20 minutes.
A missing persons report was filed with Memphis police on June 2nd. Lonoke County authorities say they searched the area where the car was found, but so far no signs of Marsh. Now 10 days later, his family is pleading for help.
The biggest thing I would ask, if you see something, say something. If you see him, please reach out.
And until that call comes, Marsh's family says they'll keep searching, keep sharing his photo, and keep believing he's out there.
So I'm holding out hope.
Again, here is another photo of DJ. He's 5 feet, 10 inches tall, weighs about 150 pounds, and has brown eyes. His mom shares right now his hair is natural, like the photo you see right there on your screen, and he might have been wearing a blue t-shirt with white stripes on the back and black pants, possibly jeans. Anyone with information is asked to contact Memphis Police or the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office.
So DJ is at that gas station. Phone on charge. Co-worker's gone. His mother, Marla, says a co-worker who last saw him told her he had no idea how long DJ stayed there to charge his phone. He just knows they left him there. That was sometime before 7 p.m. Then, about an hour later, around 8 p.m. that same night, DJ got on the phone with his girlfriend, Destiny. She said it was the most normal conversation you could imagine. How was your day? I love you. See you Monday. That was it. No panic, no distress, no sense that anything was wrong. Destiny had absolutely no reason to think that would be the last time she would ever hear his voice. Now here is where things take a turn that nobody saw coming. DJ never showed up. Not on Monday like he told Destiny. Not at his father's place in Freeman Spur, Illinois, which was where he was headed that night. He just never arrived. And nobody heard from him. His phone went silent. No calls, no texts, nothing. For 3 days, the people closest to DJ were left wondering, waiting, and slowly starting to panic. Then on June 1st, Destiny got a call that stopped her cold. Someone reached out to tell her that DJ's white 4-door Saturn had been found in Lonoke County, Arkansas. Deputies from the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office had spotted the car on the side of the road with a flat tire and had it towed, just sitting there in the middle of nowhere. Near Cornfield. Now I need you to really think about this for a second. DJ left Mississippi heading to Illinois. If you look at that route on a map, driving from Olive Branch up through Arkansas towards southern Illinois, Lonoke County sits right along that path. So geographically, the car being found there makes sense. He was heading in the right direction. But here is what does not make sense. DJ was not with the car. Nobody was. The car was just there, abandoned, flat tire, no driver. Destiny told reporters she was crying, confused, completely lost. She said she was told the car was found in the middle of nowhere near a cornfield, and in that moment everything in her shifted from worry to full-blown fear. Marla, DJ's mother, packed up and drove to Arkansas with family and friends the moment she heard. When they got there, law enforcement would not let them touch anything. It was being treated as a scene. And what they were told about what was found inside, that car only made everything worse. Inside the vehicle, near the driver's seat, deputies found one of DJ's phones, the one with the Spider-Man case, and a loaded firearm magazine. His clothing and other personal belongings were also inside, but the car keys were gone. DJ's keys were not in the car.
New at 4, a Memphis mother says her concerns are growing by the hour as the search for her 28-year-old son, David Marsh Jr., enters its 11th day. Investigators say he was last seen in Olive Branch on May 29th, but he hasn't been seen or heard from since then. WREG's Raven Copeland reports on the mother's quest for answers in her son's disappearance.
No one has heard from my son, and Dad has raised every last red flag that I could possibly think of.
Unanswered questions surround the disappearance of 28-year-old David Marsh Jr., who was last seen May 29th in Olive Branch. According to his mother, Marla, her son completed a job for a family friend that day and stopped at a gas station on Hacks Cross Road around 7 p.m.
He said that David sat in the gas station to charge up his phone because his phone was dead and the cigarette lighter in the car did not work. He doesn't know how long David stayed there to charge his phone. So that was the last time he heard anything from David.
David's mother says her son later spoke to his girlfriend around 8 p.m. that night, but that was the last conversation anyone had with him. 3 days later, his girlfriend received a call that David's white four-door Saturn was towed in Lonoke County, Arkansas, after sheriff's deputies noticed a flat tire.
And I'm like, where's David? And at that time, everybody was scrambling to call, but his phone was dead.
According to information from the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office, David's phone and a loaded firearm magazine were found near the driver's seat, and a deputy saw footprints leading away from the car and into a nearby cornfield. Investigators have not determined if the footprints belong to David, and as the search continues for him, his mother's concerns are growing by the hour.
It's nerve-wracking, and it's just like you said, the unknown is really, really wearing me out. The unknown, but we keep holding out. We keep praying. I need to know where my son is. I would help any kind of way if it was me, if it was theirs, just please.
Reporting for your news leader, Raven Copeland, WREG News Channel 3.
And take a good look at your screen. David's mother says her son has visible tattoos and was last seen wearing a gray Under Armour shirt and black Nikes. If you've seen him or know where he is, you're urged to call Memphis police.
Let that sink in for a moment. His phone is in the car. His belongings are in the car. A loaded magazine is in the car. But the keys are gone and DJ is nowhere to be found. You tell me, does that sound like someone who just walked away on their own? Because Marla does not think so. She told reporters that no one has heard from her son and that every single red flag she could possibly think of has been raised. This is a woman who knows her child, and she is scared. Now let's talk about those footprints, because this is the detail that keeps pulling at me. When deputies searched the area around the abandoned Saturn, one of them noticed footprints leading away from the car and going directly into a nearby cornfield, just disappearing into it. Investigators have not been able to confirm whether those footprints belong to DJ or someone else entirely. Nobody knows. And that uncertainty is exactly what makes this case so unsettling. Because if those footprints are his, what was he running from? Or who? And if they are not his, then who else was out there near that car in the middle of nowhere in Arkansas? Destiny has been vocal about her belief that someone out there in Arkansas knows something. She is not sitting quietly waiting. She is speaking to media, pleading with the public, asking anyone who may have seen DJ or seen something unusual around that area to come forward. She said that if DJ could hear her, she wants him to know she loves him and to please reach out to anybody. That is a woman holding on to hope, while also being terrified of what the alternative might mean. His mother, Marla, echoed that same desperation. She said her son would never just vanish without a word. He was not that person. This was not in his character. The man who told his girlfriend, "See you Monday," does not just disappear. Something happened to DJ between that gas station in Mississippi and that cornfield in Arkansas, and right now nobody has the full picture of what that something is. There's also a detail we're sitting with. There's a discrepancy between the date DJ was last seen. News reports say May 29th, but Memphis police listed May 30th as the official last known date. That gap has never been publicly explained. Was there a period of time unaccounted for that nobody has addressed yet? That question has not been answered. So here's what we are left with. A 28-year-old man, full of life, loved deeply by his family and his girlfriend, leaves work on a Friday night heading home and vanishes into thin air. His car turns up hundreds of miles later with his phone, his belongings, a loaded magazine, missing keys, and footprints going into a cornfield. 12 days later, nobody has seen him. Nobody has named a suspect, and his family is still waiting for answers that have not come. Who took DJ's keys? Why were his belongings left behind? But he was not. Were those footprints his? And if so, was he running towards something or away from something? And the question that sits heaviest of all, what happened in that window of time between 8 p.m. on May 29th and the moment that cars showed up abandoned on the side of a road in Arkansas? If you are in the Lonoke County area and you saw anything unusual around that time, please contact the Memphis Police Department Missing Persons Bureau at 901-636-4479 or reach out to the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office. DJ's family needs answers. His girlfriend needs answers. And honestly, so do we. If this case moved you, hit that like button, share this video so more eyes can get on DJ's story, and subscribe to Shadow Crime so you are here when new details break. Because this one is not over. Not even close.